So a lot of times I get this question asked, what are captive bolt guns? Well, I'm going to give you a little insight into what they are and how they work. The captive bolt gun that I have in my hand here is the JP9. I tend to use it on heavier livestock. The same as any other captive bolt gun, this pin here is what penetrates into the brain. There's a top chamber that you unscrew and you would put the 9mm round into the top of the chamber, securing back in place. This trigger area here that I'm pointing to is where I know that my safety can be breached. By pulling the top, we have the firing pin that would then be locked into place, ready to go. For this demonstration purpose, you can see that the bolt is already out. This would normally be inside the chamber, locked into place prior to setting it off. This beautiful piece of kit here is the cash special. It's made by Ackles and Chavok. It works on the same routine. These are buffers that I'm showing you here called donuts. Always make sure that they're in place and that they are intact. Positioned inside these buffers, as you can see, is the bolt that stems into the brain once fired. As you can see, the design of it is very similar to a pistol shape. This makes it very handy for doing on-site kills, as the maneuverability is much better. Applying the head chain back into place, you would make sure that this is hand tight, ready for firing. By pushing this hammer back, you're then live, ready to go. After each use, always make sure that you unscrew the head chamber just to release that pressure off the buffers. You'll thank me later for that tip. It uses a smaller casing, as you can see, but with the same calibre. Correct and efficient stunning of an animal is the single most important part of our job that we carry out. There are two stages to this. One is called tonic phase, where the body becomes stiff and rigid. The other side of it is clonic phase that happens a number of seconds after. This is similar to an epileptic fit. This sometimes confuses people into believing that the animal is still alive and conscious, but I can assure you that it is not. This is a total normal reaction to the brain being disrupted by the captive bolt penetrating into the brain. Although it may not look pleasant, this is by far the best method of dispatching animals humanely. I hope this gives you a little insight into the job.